All right, welcome back. You guys actually made it this far.
Really?
Oh, boy.
Did they?
I mean, you're putting up with us. This is great.
I didn't know Jill actually had Wi-Fi, but God bless him.
Yeah, a lot of followers. They apparently have this stuff in the shower right now. But thank you for following us. If you don't know about us, follow us on Spotify. We're eventually going to be on YouTube very shortly. Apple Tunes. You can always see us on YouPorn, Comcast, Pornhub. Pornhub is audio only right now, so really use your imagination and two handsome motherfucking guys.
David Hasselhoff.
Right.
Actually, you're Vin Diesel. You're Vin.
Or Kojak.
Smolder.
Dr. Evil. Evil.
Actually, you are pretty evil. I've talked to a lot of your ex-girlfriends. That is true.
Oh, boy, it's going south already. All right. How does our lives go south so quickly? We should probably go back into our childhood. What happened in our childhood?
We do have a DeLorean that can go 88 miles an hour, so let's go back in time.
Oh, God, I was a dick.
Whoa, which is different than now? Are you kidding me right now?
Yeah, but I was smaller back then and I had hair.
My voice got high, actually. Sorry.
It really It's still
still
even I laughed. It was just like
giggly juice.
Oh my God. Yeah, so I was a smaller version of me. I had some hair. Never could get a good haircut back then. Horrible.
Do you have one now?
Well, I just gave up and just shaved the fucking shit off.
Nothing like giving up.
Yeah.
My girlfriend actually did that a long time ago. Thank God.
I know. I mean, I don't want to be like you and have to fucking dye my hair every 2 weeks and freaking...
No, God forbid.
Yeah.
You're on the other... Dude, I just tip it. Just tip. You can see the tip.
Just the
tip. You like the tip.
I settled down. But yeah, pretty much a childhood douchebag. I mean, not even the ice cream man was safe in my neighborhood.
Like raping?
I think he was kind of rapey. He was he was Greek. He was this Greek guy. He used to drive around. He had a really bad attitude. By the time he showed up in our neighborhood, it'd be like right after dinner, and in the summertime, like the sun hasn't gone down. You'd hear the ice cream stupid music coming along, and you know he's smoking pot coming down or something, doing something crazy, and he'd pull up and. 5 or 6 of us neighborhood kids, which we were pretty horrible. And we pull up and we just fuck with the guy. And all he would say was like, Malacca, you Malacca, get out of here, Malacca. Like 2 or 3 of the kids would jump in the ice cream truck, and we'd tie beer cans on a long string to the bumper while the 3 kids inside the truck were distracting him and everything like that. We'd set up all sorts of freaking pranks on him, and then we'd actually buy the ice creams we were gonna have, and he'd be like, "Oh, okay, yeah, we'll let you go." And this guy from Greece, he barely speak English. All I remember is him calling us Malaccas. I didn't know what the hell Malacca was for years.
That's Malacca.
Turns out in Greek it's jerk off.
Definitely Malacca. Definitely.
So one rainy morning, we were all hanging out at my buddy Chris's basement, and we're like, "Oh, we should really get fucking Malacca. Let's just have some fun." So we took this big piece of cardboard, and it had to be, good God, 36 inches by 48 inches.
Where you say your penis is.
Right, before the pool.
Kite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
just tell her you're not circumcised. It's good. You just fly up like Rocky the Squirrel. I'm sorry. I just jammed you up. I apologize.
All right. So we grabbed this big freaking piece of cardboard, and with a red marker, my buddy Chris draws this huge cock and balls, just flat out veins and everything like that. And it took 60% of the cardboard thing, and then on the other part we put a dongsicle, 50 cents, and we took it, and then we put this was fucking great. We put fucking electrical tape on the back, the double-sided, so we just stick it in a So we're all waiting for the fucking Malacca to show up that night. It's like 7 o'clock. It's like 7:15. We're like, where the fuck is he? Where is he? Where is he? Because we got like 5 kids. 2 of us are hiding in the bushes because we got like we're like Navy SEALs of neighborhood kids. And we got a mission.
We're doing like the crawl.
Yeah. 2 of us are totally in. So finally we hear that stupid like ice cream truck music coming on down the street. We're like, oh, this is going to be great. This is going to be great.
Excellent.
So he pulls up, and right off the bat, we start fucking with him. 2 of the 3 kids jump up over the rail, and they're inside the ice cream truck, opening up the freezers, opening up this. He's like, oh, Malacca, get out of here, Malacca. The other one jumps in. And while that's happening, the 2 of us that are hiding in the bushes with a big Dongsicle 50-cent sign, we come up and we plaster it on his menu board, right on the side of the ice cream truck.
Like that's like ice cream sandwich or Donsico.
Yeah, like bomb pop.
The
bomb
number
pop
3.
50 cents. Chocolate clear 75 cents.
Oh, that's genius.
Strawberry shortcake. We covered every one of them.
That's genius, dude.
Oh, it was freaking great. Meanwhile, while we're doing this, we still got the 3 kids running around opening up every cooler, this and that, and a freezer, and honking the horn on the freaking steering wheel. The guy's going nuts inside. He's like, oh, you fucking Malacca, hey, Malacca, get out of the fuck out of here, Malacca, blah, blah, blah. And a little backstory is he would do the same route, and this is in Brookfield, Connecticut. And he would go all through all these neighborhoods, and 2 of the routes, he would pull up to Candlewood Lake, which would have, in the summertime, all the kids went to the beach in Candlewood Lake. So the ice cream truck pulls up, you got a fucking line 50 people deep of just coming up, oh, ice cream, blah, blah, blah. They're doing it.
Ice cream or ass cream?
Both. Because he was Greek. So he had a full route, total route. There's different freaking ways to say it up there.
Route.
It really is up there. It's like route freaking 33, fucking route 25, route 25. People say it different.
Route 66.
Yeah, people say it fucking different in Connecticut. It's like 50-50. But anyways, so we plaster that thing on. We buy the ice creams. He peels out. He doesn't have fucking beer cans attached this time because it'd be too much. He just takes out of it. Oh, Malacca.
Jerk off.
He gets fainter and fainter as he goes down the road further and stuff. He's clearly pissed. So, we wait another day. He comes back, and the next day we come out. We're like, oh, do you think it could be still there? We're like, no way. They're down at the freaking Candlewood Lake Town Park. No way. Dude. He comes around the car. We hear the music, and this time nobody's hiding in the bushes. We're all just like 5, 6 of us just standing there by the side of the road. Like we got like our 75 cents that we borrowed from our parents that night just to get us the fuck out of the house.
Or stole out of your dad's purse.
No, he didn't have a purse. Yeah. But
it's kind of a joke.
No, I know. Actually,
bad one, obviously.
Bad one. So he pulls up. And he's got that stupid freaking ice cream truck music going on. The sign's still there. he did his whole route with a huge cock and balls on the fucking menu, like monster dick with these big balls, Dongsicle, 50 cents, and that's all it said. It covered up every other ice cream bar he had on there.
So did you have a bunch of like hookers buying Domsicles and just shoving in their own ass?
Actually, it was all the neighborhood.
They're like, you owe me $100.
Actually, it was all the neighborhood moms who were really unhappy with it.
Yeah, the divorcees.
Yeah. Ooh,
that's always a good call.
He actually went into the porn business after that.
Ron Jeremy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Ron Jeremy. But yeah, so that's Connecticut shit. What happened in the outskirts of Chicago?
Oh, man. So, obviously, we're talking about being like 12-year-old absolute terrorists, which I think is probably the name of this one, or some sort of terrorism, because we had to tear up like the general public. So, one story that comes to mind is, so my dad, you met my dad, great guy. he had basically the true green lawn, but took care of it himself. Like,
immaculate and it's just perfect.
Yes,
every blade the same freaking height.
Absolutely.
I've seen those.
Yeah. So I think our backyard, I think he had a lawsuit against True Green because he did it himself, but it was unbelievable. Like every blade of grass, super manicured, and I actually had to cut because I had to cut the grass every 3 days, by the way, and then basically one way the first time, then the other way, almost like a checkerboard.
Did you guys that house at Wrigley Field or something like that, where they had a checkerboard
dude
across?
I'm telling you, my dad
that was you on the push mower.
Yeah, absolutely push mower. It kept me from getting fat.
You might want to go back to that.
Yeah, damn that running lawnmower.
Yeah.
So anyway, he was meticulous, right, and just nonstop on his lawn. And then basically the worst thing that ever happened to him, and he doesn't even know that this happened before. But anyway, so me and my buddy, being 12-year-old terrorists, just like what you're saying, is the fact that I got hold of what's called Anarchist Cookbook.
Where did you buy that? Did you rent it from the
Black
library?
Market, aka my school.
Was it in the school library?
No. It was actually from a friend, but it told you how to do pipe bombs and everything else like that. And obviously, this is way before.
Were these friends wearing like long black trench coats?
No, they were going whoa. No, nothing like that. Nothing like that.
All right, I'm listening.
But it's called the Anarchist Cookbook. But they taught me how to make dynamite. So me and my buddy were in the Midwest. Like we go up to like Wisconsin or Indiana, like with family trips, and we're like 13. I think by the time this airs, we'll both be in prison, or we should be. So anyway, basically, the M80s were so hard to come by. Like, when my parents would take us up to the cottage in Michigan, we go through Indiana. My dad would always get the cool fireworks. So I'd be like, back room, and he'd be like, "Oh, back room," which is like the M80s. Of course,
as a kid, M80s were my favorite freaking fireworks. Yeah. I love them.
Wasn't it your ex-girlfriend that blew your dick off, or was it M80?
I could never do the shocker.
Well, she was 80. The shocker is your palm.
And her first thing, her first name did start with M. I just could never. Was it Maria or Mary?
No.
Or Marlene? I don't know.
It was M and then her age.
Oh, yeah.
You like the old girls. I like the youngins. Anyway, so quick story. Obviously not. But basically, I read the Anarchist Cookbook, and me and my buddy were 12 years old. We rode our bikes up to Gray's IGA, which probably will not resonate with most people, but it's kind of like a neighborhood grocery store.
Right.
And I remember that a box of matches, which is like 50 packs of matches, was 60 cents. And we would actually pay $15. Like, we had 75 like boxes of matches, and then it said get kind of like a dowel that is when you're done with paper towels and stuff, you cap off one side with duct tape. I mean, is there anything duct tape can't do? And then you cut off all the match heads, you blam it in, like just stuff it in. You know about stuffing stuff in. And then you cap it and then drill a hole. So then me and my buddy, we thought it was just going to explode and be like awesome. Well, basically I drilled a hole, I lit it, and then basically nothing was happening. So I was pissed. So then
this is always a good time to go over and check it by looking in closely at it.
That, and actually I did do that. And then I seriously,
did you really?
Stupidly, 12 years old. And then I'm like, oh, this isn't, because it's not even burning through the tube, right? And then, I started doing WD-40, which obviously is flammable.
Right.
Started burning through. Then all of a sudden, I hear, then boom! And then all of a sudden, me and my friend just scatter. And then there are a million match heads all around my dad's beautiful True Green lawn. And then I'm like, holy shit. And I barely have eyebrows. Like I'm 12. Like, my mom's like, oh, I can't wait till you're 14 and those grow in. Like, I don't remember you having all those burn marks.
I know. I remember that time I shaved off half my eyebrow. You said I looked like a
kid. But you missed in your head.
No, you said I looked like a kid from the freaking St. Jude's or something like that.
Yeah.
Like,
remember? But I was
rude.
But I was
offended.
You weren't. Actually, I tried to get girls to make out with you, and I started a telethon that you denied. But
yeah, but you kept all the money.
That's a different story.
You bought beer for yourself.
Dude, it's not cheap getting a telethon together.
It really isn't.
It doesn't happen overnight.
Right. You're right.
So anyway, my dad had a million like burn marks, and my friend and I are like stomping divots. Like we're basically like in Wellington doing the polo matches, like all that crap. And my dad's like, oh, I can't believe it. I spent so much time in this lawn. Yeah, and then punch, like, what the hell did you do? But anywho, yeah, that happened. Sorry, Dad.
Jeez.
And you have, I'm sure, a million on how you were a childhood terrorist.
When you said when you went down to the local grocery store, we used to ride our bikes to what was called the village store. It was on a little highway called Route 25, and we could ride our bikes down there in about 10 minutes or so. And coming up to Mischief Night, a lot of people don't know what Mischief Night is, but
actually, I've never, even though that's a thing. Holy shit! That's actually a term?
Oh God!
You guys actually use the word Mischief Night.
It's the night before Halloween.
That is genius.
Oh,
how did I not know this?
And did we prepare? Ever since we were like 7 or 8, it was like gang warfare in my neighborhood. You basically,
but you would like get what, high on candy and then just
no. You buy the same. You buy the same thing. You go down. You get 2 dozen eggs. You get a can of shaving cream, a pack of matches or a lighter, and
what?
Well, it's gonna make sense.
What is?
Because back in the day when you went on Halloween and stuff like that, we'd take like a pillowcase was our,
bars of soap or
bars of soap. Oh yeah, we take bars of soap. We went on people's freaking. Yeah, I wasn't a good 7 or 8 year old.
You're not a good 35-year-old.
Right, I know.
15 years ago.
Anybody finds out I'm 50, it's fucking, I'm in trouble. Jesus Christ. So what we do is we take the eggs, and those are for throwing at houses and other rival groups of kids we call gangs, but they weren't really gangs, they're just a bunch of pussies, because we show them that they were.
Was it like West Side Story where you guys go, and they're just like,
no.
Do that.
No. But we had the best trick. We'd take like a needle, we put it inside the can of shaving cream. You put it in there.
That's under pressure. How does that happen?
Then you light the thing, the front of it, and the plastic of the spout that sticks out would form to the size of the needle. And then you pull the needle out. And
you're like an evil genius.
Oh, this is great.
You are Dr. Evil.
Oh, I'm telling you what, everybody thinks I'm a nice guy, but I am a
no. I don't think anybody thinks you're a nice guy.
So growing up in Connecticut, we're really a bunch. Everybody's like, oh, people, they're so nice. We were dicks. We're little dicks. And we'd act like
you're a big dick.
And everybody, nobody had a costume. We'd have those like hard plastic masks or whatever. Or you could dress up as a bum. So we went with a bum every time, and we'd put charcoal on our face and fucking old.
Wait, you're doing blackface on?
No.
That's insane. Yes.
No.
Yes.
Moving forward to the story. So we'd have.
It was a question.
So our pillowcase.
So a bunch of blackface kids
would be just a loaded freaking bag of weapons for when we ran up against.
So you're being super racist, super young.
There's no racism in this. Everybody was just normal, like 9-year-old white kids and a couple of girls that
circle off your.
Yeah,
that's normal.
Yeah, but
was the hood pointy?
There was.
I'm just kidding.
There was none of that.
It's a joke.
But you'd have like rival neighborhoods from like kids from they'd get a group of 6 or 7 kids from a few. But we were always the best advanced. We were like the U.S. military against like freaking Costa Rica or something like that. So we'd come up against it, and they'd be like, oh, like mess with you. Also, we pull out our long range with the shaving cream. By burning that thing, you can shoot a stream of shaving cream 40 feet.
Really?
Deadly accuracy.
Wow.
So they'd be like, oh, we're going to get you. We're like, wham! Shaving
like
cream right out the
White
bat.
Gang Wars?
Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but it was all fun and stuff like that. But, yeah, we'd have like 6 or 7 in our group, and it'd be like wars and stuff like that. So we'd hit them with a freaking long-range shaving cream. They'd be like, oh, that's in my eye. And then we pull our eggs out and whack them over there. Then we go close combat and we'd actually grab eggs and go right over their heads and stuff like that. And then, like, shove it in and then maybe throw an egg in a house or something like that. And then we'd all run off as fast as we could. And but the best part of Mischief Night, that usually...
I love that term.
Yeah,
love that term. Dude.
Most of that gang warfare happened on Halloween.
Gang.
Yeah, and but you prepare before it. But Mischief Night was the best.
Isn't that every night that you go out to the bars is always Mischief Night?
No, I was like 8 or 9, 10 years old at the time. But I had this one of my best friend, Chris, lived a couple houses down. He had a big house, big old Connecticut house with like 4 or 5 acres of land and just trees everywhere. And his dad was in construction. He was smartest guy in the neighborhood. He used to get all of us neighborhood kids, the same guys that were in our gang going around and shit like that, to rake his yard every day of October. And we take all the leaves. He'd go, this is a lesson for you boys. You got to learn how to do this. This is going to be good. Trust me on this. So we rake and rake and rake for freaking 3.5 weeks straight. And we get this big leaf pile, like 10 feet high, 20 feet long. And he'd take those big rolls of like construction plastic. It'd be like 10 feet wide, and you just roll it out.
Like a tarp almost?
Like a tarp. And we do like a 30-foot by 10-foot wide plastic thing on the ground. And then the night before Halloween, we get out there. And we wait till dark.
Mischief Night.
And the road in front of Chris's house was 2 lane, one way going this way, one lane going this way, so maybe 25, 30 feet or something like that. So once it got dark, we get out there, we get that big leaf pile, we put the tarp down, we put all the leaves on there, and we take like 8 or 9 of us kids, and Chris's father, who was just like this old guy, he used to be laughing the whole way. We had this laughing.
And I'm sorry, what was that? Yeah. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. You're welcome.
A little more chesty and stuff like that. So we'd pull it across the road and then flip it over. And next thing you know, we've got a wall of leaves 6 feet high, 7 feet thick.
That sounds amazing.
It was fucking awesome. And then we just hide in the bushes and wait, like in his yard and stuff like that. And his father would be dying laughing the whole time. He'd be like, oh!
Oh, really? He wasn't like spanking him or anything?
No, he planned this whole thing.
He was actually enjoying it.
He's been doing it. God bless him. He's been doing it for 30 years.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah. And we had like this old small town freaking cops, freaking like 5 or 6 cops in the force or whatever. And so the first car would pull up and they see this big wall, 6 foot high wall of leaves. And you're just sitting there by yourself, and there's no street lights. Everybody had their house lights off. It was dead dark. And
especially your faces.
No, we didn't go blackface or anything like that.
Okay.
No, it was like
so this wasn't a racist.
No, we're just like we're just literally like we're all literally lying in his yard behind trees on our stomachs, and he's telling, shh.
Oh, were you doing the army like Navy SEAL crawl?
No, yeah, pretty much. But literally, we're like 9 or 10 years old, and you're not used to conflict. Most kids would be like, ah! You know, something like that.
You guys what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, so the first car would pull up, and it would just be like, it'd be like an old 1973 Camaro or something. Like, but they don't know what's in there, you know. People could put like rocks or fucking steel girders in it. And first car just guns it, boom, right through, and it's just leaves. And, boom, they go. So we're all like, they go, oh my god, that's fucking great! Wow. We can say fucking because we're like 9 years old, so we're like, holy shit, that was fucking amazing. No. But so we reload it. put more leaves on and stuff like that. And we'd be doing this all night. And it was great. Like some people come out and like kick the pile and blah, blah. So eventually they call the cops. Cops come out and we're all like 10-year-old kids in a freaking yard. Imagine 10-year-olds this day. They're freaking little pussies.
You probably puckered a little bit, I would imagine.
Oh, yeah. We're scared shitless. All of a sudden,
they're puckering.
Yeah. You see the cop car pull up and it's like maybe one car would come by every 10 minutes. It was like a really slow street. It was like out in the middle of the woods.
And a slow guy.
And so you see the cop car coming down. And you kind of like check out. You can see the lights. All of a sudden the lights go blue. Blue, fucking red lights just start going. And you're like, oh. And you can hear my buddies probably like, and they get out and they like, walk around and like hit in the freaking leaves and everything. And they knew my buddy Chris's dad, Bob, because he was doing it for like 30 years. So they get on the speaker. They didn't want to get, it's pitch black. They get the spotlights going, and he's like, everybody just stay down. So all his kids would stay down. Then he got on the speaker. All right, Bob, we know you're out there. Come out and he'd like, but they'd never come and look for us, and eventually they just like put a full head of steam and blast on through. It was quite entertaining as a kid.
It's entertaining now.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
I mean, I do it right now at my age of 31.
You'll be tasered immediately.
Oh, yeah. You can't get away with this stuff anymore. Crazy stuff had to happen in your place, though, right?
Yeah, so I think this is going to be a multi-episode thing, so we obviously have to shut down shortly, but...
we might go a little long tonight.
Yeah, a little bit.
I got one more story. No, stay.
Anyway,
Really? Cancel it. We're going to be done.
No, Uber's here now.
Okay, I'll see you. Whatever. So, all right. Basically, one more story.
Fucking up the story again.
Yeah, as usual.
On Valentine's Day.
And fucking up everything.
Will you wait for your boyfriend?
Yeah.
Cancel it.
He's actually on the street. So, anyway. Last story, I guess, the night was we were 12-year-old terrorists the entire time.
Really
Basically, yeah, a little bit. Anyway, basically, all right. So, going through the Anarchist Cookbook, I remember page 34 told me and my buddy how to do a Molotov cocktail. So, I'm 12 years old. I have no idea. I took some of my dad's empty JB bottles, like whiskey bottle, or actually Scotch bottle. He was a Scotch drinker, God bless him. And then liters, and then I filled it with gasoline, and actually took one of his T-shirts and used it as a fuse. So me and my buddy, we went across the street, which was like a grade school. So he and I were, super older and more mature. We were in 7th grade, and it stopped from like kindergarten to 5th grade. So anyway, long story short, we walk in, we're going to whip Molotov cocktails at kids that are on recess because we got off for summer break before they did.
Seems like a nice thing to do.
It is, yeah. It's kind of giving it back, I guess.
Giving it back to the community.
So anyway, we were giggling the whole time. And basically, so there he is. Like, I'm lighting the fuse, which is...
How old?
They're about 12 or so. So basically, when I just maxed out at maturity, about 12. Because I haven't grown since then.
No. You're probably
we all know this. Yeah, so I'm 10 now. But anyway, I still remember this. So me and my best buddy, Patrick, we walk, and we're going to whip Molotov cocktails at kids that are having fun and playing because they don't know the shit show that we have to go through as like 6th graders. Like, they're just still drawing in the line, so screw them. So anyway, I light the fuse. My stupid friend like whips it, but it ends up on the grass, and then it tumbles, which some of the gasoline does come out. But ironically, for whatever reason, it actually tumbled right straight up. And now the whole thing is light up. I'm like, we didn't come here to not light kids on fire. So then...
To not light kids on fire?
So...
Well, you're a dick.
Yeah, a little bit.
Really bad history.
I take it like damn near like, and actually I did have some burns, but I took it and then I just like whipped it at the concrete that was on the corner, and we weren't trying to burn kids, but it was like boom, like this big bubble that blew me back, like basically all my hair, my eyebrows, they're all singed. Then he and I are like, holy shit. Then the school across the street sparked off the tornado warning. And then, like, he and I are giggling the whole way back. And we go upstairs and we're looking over the trees, like black smoke. And then I'm like, then Mom's like, oh, I know you guys are up to no good. I'm like, if they only knew. And then fire trucks. Then my mom's like, okay, what'd you guys do? Oh, nothing. We're just like, even though that was us. So. Yeah, whipping Molotov cocktails to kids smaller than you, probably, I don't know, not a great thing.
Well, none of us have done great things. Let me tell you the story of what ended my mischief night.
Okay, yes, please. Bring us home.
So we were doing the same thing with the leaves in the road, and like maybe 2 or 3 years later, we decided to make a big scarecrow. Literally...
Like with straw? Like
leaves.
Oh, okay.
Full flannel shirt.
With like the
jeans,
with
blue
like,
jeans.
Oh, okay.
Shoes on,
pants,
and then
really?
like a head with a hat on it.
That sounds amazing.
All connect. Well, until we had it lynched up in a tree.
You want to use the word
like tied up on a rope, connected to a tree that hung out over the same street that we were doing the whole thing, but the leaf pile was maybe 100 yards up the road or whatever. So the same 5 or 6 of us would get up, and 2 of us were up in the tree, and we'd have the scarecrow. And when a car would come up, we'd literally sling it down so it would go slide on an arc. Like a
ghost
coming down,
like
and
it
would go right against either the grill of the car or the windshield of the car. It's going like 30, 40 miles an hour on the street, and it would just freak people the fuck out. So we did it one time, and like people freaked out. They totally took off, and we're like, oh, let's do it again. Let's do it. So we repacked the leaves inside the scarecrow because it took a little bit of a beating.
Yeah. So I can imagine.
Next,
as big of a beating as your dick, or
not that big.
Okay, yeah, but that's bloody.
The night is early.
Yeah.
Anyways,
it actually is.
It's still not 7:30.
My girlfriend's taken 2 power blackouts.
Yeah. Where'd she take them?
She's on 3.
But anyways, so the next car
comes
up.
Her shit back.
So the next car comes up, and we're like, all right, let's get this guy too. It comes up. We sling the freaking scarecrow out. Hits a dead freaking windshield.
Ghost.
Dead windshield. We're like, whoo. All of a sudden, boom, police lights go on. It's the fucking cops. We're like, oh, no.
That's great.
So we scrambled out of the tree, and we got like a big embankment to go up, and then the neighborhood kind of like goes up on an edge. Like each house is higher up on a hill than the next one. But we grew up in this. We knew everything back if we all took off. We're all fast as shit. We're like freaking deer. The cops get out. They try to like within like a minute. They're like looking around like 20 feet of the car. They see this fucking scarecrow just still hanging in front of it. They're like, "What the hell's going on?" The police lights are going on. People are looking out their window like, "What the hell's going on?" And we go like 2 or 3 yards up, and we're hanging in like the wood line and just kind of watching. And next thing you know, 4 or 5 other cop cars come up, and they're talking. We gotta go up. So they try to come up to chase us, and it was our neighborhood. We're like 12-year-old kids. We're all fast as a deer, and we just like stayed like 200 yards in front of him and just like taunted him and stuff. Like,
and giggle like a little.
Yeah, we giggle, make a noise, and they try to catch us guy, and we go a couple more yards up, hide the nose over here. It was great. They couldn't catch us at all. But yeah, that was the last freaking time we did the mischief night. I think we could actually bore them for 4 more hours with
But like, let's do like, so this is one. Maybe we can do 2, 3, 4. Because we were little children terrorists.
And this was back in the day when like your parents were like, "Oh, I'm heading out tonight, Mom and Dad." All right, well, don't wake up your father. He's got to be up at 5 a.m. Be quiet when you get in. All right, Mom. And you just go freeze hell.
This wild,
The kids these days are just like, all right, do you want me to come hang out with you boys as you're throwing the scarecrow across the thing?
Yeah.
No, Mom.
Yeah, we're doing Grand Theft Auto. We're putting in the driver's seat and a brake on it and just like doing a 5-car pile-up. Like,
yeah, exactly.
That's not as fun.
Totally different generations. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the stories.
Those were badass days. Sorry.
Oh, don't be sorry.
Go ahead.
Those were
the days.
Anyways, you guys enjoy the night, and we'll catch you guys next week.
Love you guys. Thank you for watching.